Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name's Andrew, and this is the beginnings of what is going to be Drew Does Tech. Drew Does Tech is a new tech solutions business that I'm starting up here in Southern Maine. And you may ask, well, what is a tech solutions business? And it's a great question. It's a broad term for a broad variety of services that I'm currently offering. As time moves on, I may narrow down what services I focus on, but this is everything from doing board level repairs on devices like smartphones, laptops, game consoles, screen repairs, upgrades. If you have a machine that's slow and maybe you want to put some more RAM in it, or it doesn't have enough storage, and you want to upgrade the storage, I can do all of that. So I'm offering a wide variety of services for devices. I'll even do board level repairs, as I mentioned. Sorry, things are still in progress, as you can see. Like, here's a board I pulled out of an old computer. Um, this computer isn't used anymore, but there's chips on here I can still use to fix other devices. Um, Hard drives I've recovered from other devices. I'm in the process of getting a bay for this so that I can dump whatever data is on these. Hopefully, whoever had them before me was smart enough to wipe them, but something for that. There's a lot of different equipment I have over here that isn't set up yet. As you can see, this is still very much so in progress. Um, so I have this heating mat for working on tablets and phones and other screen devices where I can heat the adhesive to remove the screen to access the device. Microfiber cloths. I've got a variable DC power supply here. I've got capacitors, all kinds of different things. There's some other tools over here that I have, such as a small electrostatic mat that I can take with me to do jobs, because another part of my services is I do it all mobile. You don't come to me, I come to you. So I try to do as much of my work on site as I can, so you're right there and you can see it. However, I do need to be set up to take services here in case I need to do it in my own space. There is going to be a workbench here eventually. I'll get into, pardon me, I'll get into more of that in just a moment. But I've got a heat gun here. I've got soldering kits, blowgun, because I don't do compressed air, um, cloning stations, some other hand tools down here. I've got a full electronics repair kit, hand tool kit that's upstairs, because right now, until this space is ready, my wife's kitchen counter is my workbench. Um, so yes, eventually there will be a workbench installed here. I actually have someone who's a woodworker who's building one for me right now. It's going to encompass this whole wall, which is why I was trying to get a wide shot here. So this whole wall will be a workbench. I still need to figure out what I'm going to do about this window. Um, I obviously want to be able to allow natural light in sometimes, but maybe not all the time. I've got an M1 Mac here that I haven't used in a long time, because upstairs I replaced it with a desktop I built, which I may go into more of that later. I think I just bumped my mic, sorry. But I'll have the Mac set up down there as a workstation, and then the rest of this will just be space that I can use for whatever else I need it for. I can maybe set up a test station with the power supply, set up a tablet station with the heat mat, have other space that I can just spread out if I'm doing laptop repairs or other device repairs. Um, Over here, it's still in the box because the bench isn't here yet, but I have a 10-foot anti-static mat that I'm going to use on the bench. The bench is going to be a little over 13 feet in total, but I figure not all of it will be workspace, so a 10-foot mat should be enough for that. I may eventually get a floor mat as well, because you can't really tell necessarily from this shot, but this floor is carpeted. So I will most likely also get a floor mat as well to help with that. I also will be doing IT solutions freelance. So if you're a business who doesn't have a dedicated IT team, but you do need someone to manage your IT at least some of the time, I would be available for contract service for that. So I could come in, set up a network, optimize a network, evaluate the security of a network. I have some penetration testing tools as well, for that type of work. And I also build devices. As I mentioned, I built the computer that's upstairs that I will show off in another video. I can do bespoke gaming computers. I can do bespoke workstations. I can do essentially any of that type of work. How I got started with this is actually I've been doing this type of work for myself pretty much my whole life. I started with repairing my own PS2 and then my Xbox 360, all the way up to the Series X. I actually have a Series X upstairs. I replaced the Blu-ray drive in because Blu-ray drives, if they stay stationary for too long, can just die. So I completely replaced the Blu-ray drive in the Series X that's upstairs. And sorry. Yes, so I do all these repairs myself around the house. I built my own computer. I maintain things. I just recently upgraded a laptop for my wife. I will also cover that at some point. I didn't have everything I needed to record it at the time that I did the upgrade, or I would have recorded it for the channel. But essentially, I just gave her. She has a refurbished enterprise laptop I bought off Amazon for her like a year and a half ago, and I just put more RAM and a better M.2 NVMe in it to give her more storage, and did some cleaning while I was in there and whatnot. So I do all those types of things, and I've been doing those types of things for myself for a long time. And somebody eventually brought it to my attention that with my skill level and knowledge, I could essentially do this as a job. Job market's kind of right now, so finding a help desk job might not necessarily be an option. But also, I just felt that it would be great to do this freelance. I've consulted with other colleagues who are also freelance technicians in other markets, and got all of this together. Now, also to go along with my existing working knowledge, I am also doing continued education and working on certifications as well to back up the knowledge that I have and to enhance the knowledge that I have and to make me more viable on paper when I'm coming to do work for you. So yes, if you're a small business that needs IT work, you don't have an IT team, you can contract me. If you have an existing IT team, but maybe you have a big project coming up and you need some additional assistance, you can contract me. I'm working currently right now on A+ certification from CompTIA. I've completed Core 1. I'm currently prepping for Core 2. Once I complete Core 2, I will have A+. I intend to get what is referred to in this industry as the trifecta, which is CompTIA A+, Networking Plus, and Security Plus. I will have all of those eventually at some point. I can do them all within a few months of each other, so there's no reason why I couldn't get them all within the same year. So I'm doing that. I'll also be doing CCNA, which is the Cisco certification. And then I intend to go from there into more specialized certifications with things like Microsoft Azure, uh, Amazon Web Services, things of that nature, maybe some Google certifications. So I'm going to be continuing to build up my certifications and my knowledge base as I go to further enhance my ability to perform these jobs, but these are things I am already familiar with, things I've already done. I also have somewhere around here a hand tool kit for laying networking cables. So I've got crimping tools, I've got the little RJ45 connectors, the RJ11 connectors for the Cat5s, Cat6s. I can do all of that. I can set up 8 access points. I can optimize a network. I can run penetration testing on a network to see if there's any flaws in that network and what we can do to secure those flaws. So there's a wide variety of services I intend to offer here. I apologize for the video quality. I'm not set up currently to do any editing really, so this is going to pretty much be recorded or uploaded raw from the way it's recorded now, other than I might trim off the start and end. But this will all improve as I get everything set up. My desktop upstairs right now is a Linux. As I've learned, trying to record audio on Linux, it's kind of crapshoot. Great system, but that's not very optimal in some situations. So once I get this iMac set back up, I'm not going to go with a full cloud Adobe Cloud subscription like I had in the past, but I'm at least going to get a license for Premiere Pro. I am familiar with Premiere Pro. I've recorded, edited, done everything in Premiere Pro in the past. I like it because I can even re-record audio inside it. I don't need a separate audio app. I can do everything one stop in Premiere Pro. So once that's all set back up, Production quality will get better. I have more ring lights. I have 2 more over here that I haven't set up yet. So this is all going to get better. There's going to be paint jobs done down here to make all of this look better. Like I said, there's going to be a workbench installed here. It's going to be about 2 feet deep, 13 feet across. That certificate will eventually get moved. That's for a plank from a ship that my wife's family owns. So that will get moved somewhere else eventually. Something will be done with all of this where there will be some storage and shelving set up for me to inventory parts and things of that nature. I have a system set up over here for electronics recycling. But once this bench is installed, this will all start to come together a little more. These walls are going to get painted, covered up. It's going to just get spruced up down here so it'll look more like a shop. But again, my services are mobile. This shop is just for anything I have to do here at home. I also have a PO box set up on my website and a work order form set up. So if you're someone who has a device repair you want done, maybe you took it to your local Apple store or whatever, and they quoted you an astronomical price to get it fixed, and you want to see if it's possible to get it done for less. Most likely there is a chance it can be done for less through a third-party repair service like mine. You can mail in your repairs to me. I will repair them and return them to you. There will be agreements and contracts and all of that set up. I'm doing all this by the book. I'm currently waiting on the state to finish reviewing my application for an LLC, but until the LLC formation is complete, I'm essentially operating as a sole proprietorship. But I'm just trying to get the word out there now, just trying to let everyone know. Drew does tech. If you've got a tech problem, I can probably help you with it. So feel free to reach out to me. My website is drewdoestech.com. That's DRUDOESTECH. I spelled Drew a weird way, DRU instead of DREW. But please stay tuned. If you like tech, follow, subscribe. I'm going to have more content coming in the future. And thank you very much for watching.